quite an interesting topic. With English, the resealed booster boxes are always the most expensive ones, always the older ones. Why is it with Japanese that the resealed boxes are newer boxes? Why are they resealing the cheaper, newer sets? Surely the point is that you get as much money as you can out of your scam, so you would want to sell the older, more expensive boxes, right? It all comes down to one simple thing, the seal itself. You look at Japanese Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 3, Gen 4 booster boxes. The seal on those is very unique and hard to replicate. It's like a hard, crispy, clear seal that doesn't go all the way over the box. You know, there's like a gap on the side of the box, on both sides. And I don't know how you'd replicate that, because if you tried to make that today, that seal, I don't think you can tell the age of that seal. Like you can hear it, you can feel it. If it was crispier than when it was first produced. You can't just slap one of those on a box. I don't even know how you'd slap one of those on a box. And that's what prevents Gen 1 to Gen 4 from being resealed easily. I've never seen a reseal job. I'm not saying it can't exist. Of course it can. I've just not seen it. And I think that's the reason why the seal is just way more difficult to clone. Whereas Gen 5 onwards, the seal isn't difficult to do. I don't know how to do it, but obviously people do know how to do it because they exist, and they are something to be cautious of. There are resale boxes. We're seeing it a lot with like really, really modern sets, and I find it weird that when we're seeing it more of that and not with, I don't know, black and white XY. I think I've maybe seen 1 or 2 resale black and white boxes, XY boxes. I've seen a lot of resealed Sun and Moon, Sword and Shield, and it's confusing to me really, because obviously the older boxes, Gen 5, Gen 6, would be worth more. Maybe people are having trouble sourcing really clean opened boxes for Gen 5, Gen 6. I don't know. I don't know what the reason is. But yeah, resealing, it's an issue, because the reason why I started thinking of it this morning was because I need to get a blue Skystream box, and at this point, I don't trust buying one from a random seller in Japan, on like Amazon Japan. I just can't trust it, because fair enough, they might not have resealed it, but they might have bought it from someone, like Japan MasterCard or something, that has resealed it, or that company might have bought from someone that has resealed it. There is so much incentive to reseal a box like that. Like, you're going to get like £200+ if you can sell that box. So there's a lot of incentive to, you know, get an empty box, fill it with shit, and then sell it. It's sad that that's happening. That's the reality of it, but it is what it is. So when I do get a blue Skystream box, I want to have like a trail of where it came from. I'd love to be able to say, I know this came out on release. Someone bought it from Nin Game or Amazon Japan or whatever, and just that's the only way I could really buy it confidently, because I don't want to spend £200 and have a resale box. I hate the idea that there is any resale boxes in my collection. I wouldn't know because they're still sealed. But yeah, you got to just be careful who you're buying from. Try and ask questions like, where did you get this box? Do you know when? Yeah, just ask questions and make note. I've tried to make note of every single box I've ever bought. I've tried to put where it came from, and if there's a further lead than that, like where they got it from, I'll add that as well, just to cover my ass. And yeah, I don't want to be in that situation where I open a box and it's a resale. So try and be careful. Luckily, a lot of my expensive boxes, and I got proof of this, all came from Poly100 on eBay, who is probably the best, has been consistently one of the best sources ever for Japanese seal product. Even in 2010 or 2011, I bought a Heart Gold booster box from them. Like, I go way back with Poly100. We love Poly100. But yeah, pretty much all of my black and white boxes, a lot of my diamond and pearl were from Poly100. So I can rest, I can sleep easy, you know, I ain't worried. But yeah, some of the newer stuff, Sun and Moon, Sword and Shield, and even Scarlet Violet, just be careful. Try and pick sources that you know are going to be trustworthy. But yeah, that's my theory as to why you don't see resealed Japanese boxes from Gen 1, 2, 3, 4. The seal is different. The seal is a lot harder to copy. So yeah. All right. Have a good day.